Hi, I'm divorce attorney Cathy Hunt, and I want to tell you the brief story of a skinny girl mogul. You may be familiar with this case because it was in the news. Perhaps you've heard of Bethenny Frankel? She's an American TV personality who starred in Real Housewives of New York, an entrepreneur and founder of the drink company Skinnygirl Cocktails, which she started and eventually built into a multi-million-dollar company. Here's what happened. After she founded the company, Bethenny married Jason and later sold Skinnygirl to Jim Beam for a reported $60 million. Jason, on the other hand, was not involved in the company. When they got divorced, the question was whether he was entitled to any of the proceeds of the sale. What do you think? As a divorce attorney, I'm often asked how people can protect their assets even if they're married. This can be accomplished through a marital contract. Most people know what a prenuptial agreement is, but chances are, if you're watching this video, you may not have one. In the Skinnygirl case, it's reported that Bethenny did have one, and that may have been one of the smartest business decisions she ever made. Now, a prenup is a contract that people enter into prior to marriage that defines how their assets will be divided in the event they divorce. However, there's also another agreement that is less well known called a postnuptial agreement. A postnup is an agreement that you make with your spouse during your marriage to agree on how assets would be divided should you decide to divorce. In either case, obviously, it would be easier to come to an agreement before there are any negative emotions involved. So then, should you decide to divorce, a lot of the hard decisions have already been made, which makes the divorce smoother and less confrontational. So in Bethenny's case, since the business was hers before the marriage and they had a prenup, was Jason entitled to any of the proceeds of the sale? The answer would depend on what they agreed to in the prenup. Otherwise, the process would be much more complicated and expensive. Although Bethenny was reportedly ordered to pay Jason a substantial amount of temporary support, she ultimately avoided paying him any alimony because he had waived spousal support in their prenup. So you can see from this case how crucial agreements like this can be to you if you have assets that you want to protect. I hope this helps. Please feel free to share and comment. Thanks.